Welcome.
You talk? Oh.
I had to write intro up.
That's all right, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Hello. Welcome to the Jesse Wiseman Experiential.
Oh, I have a name for it.
Oh, please.
So it's the Ross Patterson Revolution, right?
Sure.
After a revolution comes the Jesse Wiseman Junta.
Oh,
Junta.
yes. Because of mi cultura.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the Jesse Wiseman Junta.
I love it. Sorry, guys, you're getting the show that you didn't ask for, but Ross has left me again.
For a building this time.
For a building.
Right.
A white one, of course.
Of course.
Sorry, it's Ross. I'm not saying that. It's Ross. We just know him, right? And right in the middle of Panda Watch 2022, which is like I can give birth at any moment, which means I'm doing everything I can to give birth while he's gone. Why?
Because then you get to name the child.
A, right, Giorgio? A, and then B, ladies, anyone who's been in a relationship, we have a lady listener in the studio today. Anyone that's been in a relationship long-term knows that you need something to hold over the other person's head forever. So if this happens, I could win fights, what do you reckon, for like at least 5 years.
I was gonna say about 5 days.
Yeah, I'd say maybe with a normal husband.
Yeah.
I was going
With
to say
the normal husband with, yeah.
$5 million. Like, it's a dollar value on this. Not so much like time. It's
Oh,
just like, what do
no,
you
I'm
get?
rich, Giorgio. You know that. It's not about money. I
Spiritually.
need power. It's what?
I said you're rich spiritually.
Spiritually. Yeah. With friends, what do people say? I'm rich in company.
And experiences.
Yes. But I would love, and because it's the third, I'm like not so freaked out. Who would he least want in the delivery room? Or who would be like the least likely person? Like
Scott.
Well, Scott, obviously. What if Delco had to go with me? Like something happened where like Delco had to go.
Yeah.
The person that like hates kids, like all of it, that would kind of be the best, right?
It'd be a weird situation too, since I currently don't have a vehicle.
Oh, yeah. So you're just Ubering with me? But anyways, because he has left me and I feel more abused than Amber Heard, we are going to do kind of like a breakup, divorce, lawsuit, heavy episode because it's just what's going on right now.
That's what's going on in your life. That's what's going on in the world.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to like say something subtly to two of the people back here, or what's happening?
Oh, just that you guys are, every time I see you two, I just want to talk to you about your relationships. You know?
Or lack thereof.
Your lack thereof, which I've actually made the mistake of talking about the relationships before, but I just want to only because, guys, I've made every single mistake ever. I've fucked so many things up that my advice, my everything comes from how fucking ridiculous I've been and learned from that.
You look us directly in the eyes and go, one day you will be in this position and you're going to want to do this.
Yes.
Do not do it.
Do not do this. So oh, she stayed over the other night and
Well, now I feel attacked.
we cuddled. I say, we didn't block her, huh? Do you know what I mean? Like, not because of any mean thing. It's just,
I still need my supplements.
yeah. Delco's disgusted because Delco did make that sort of a clean break.
And then as my T gets higher and higher over the next 6 months because I'm on my supplements,
Right.
and Dan gets below 185 again, we will see what happens.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's taking like voodoo supplements that his
Yeah,
ex-girlfriend's
we
giving him
all know that
she made in like a cauldron, and she's like stewing about.
seriously.
At this point, like, they just sound feral to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, they sound like wild humans.
Yeah,
I'm
like, what do you
what is your life?
Do you know what is out there, Rob?
Not
Because
anymore.
you have to be in sync with the stars. You need to figure out. You just got to really be into astrology.
You know,
Yeah.
you have 9 astrology characters.
Giorgio, damn it. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't do this.
You don't just have
And
the one.
we all know, I will go back really quick to your herbal testosterone. Is that kind of what you're doing?
Yeah, she doesn't believe in Western medicine, so Giorgio no
It's
longer
a lot of
believes in Western
testosterone
medicine.
precursors. So a lot of the things that, like, if you could be out
Don't
of
work.
balance.
A lot of things that don't work. So
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a lot of crystal suppositories.
A lot of things that
Yep.
don't work. So listen, like anything, herbal or, doing like a face mask instead of getting the Botox. Like we all know that if you really want something to work, it needs to be chemicals. There needs to be like a little bit of a side effect. Like that's the only way for things to actually work. Otherwise, you are fooling yourself. And it's all just like a placebo good time thing.
See, I think with the Botox, though, it's dangerous. It gets addictive, and like you like the first go round, and then it's like a slow boil, and then like a year later, all of a sudden, you have just inflated lips and just a face that's just pulled back.
You need the chemicals because
Yeah.
God wants you to be ugly and low T.
And goes down.
Yeah,
Like,
and so anything God made is not going to help
Right.
you.
That's
Exactly.
actually what
You
happened with Satan. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
he
yeah.
was cast to hell.
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
because he was caring about a skincare routine.
He was benching too much, and God didn't like that.
He was getting too hot.
yeah.
Satan was too hot. God didn't like it. Said you can't hang here anymore.
Satan was too hot.
Satan is hot. I've seen that little Nas X video. Satan's pretty hot.
I mean, Satan can get it.
I mean,
But-
he banged Saddam Hussein. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
he's yoked.
Yeah, we all know that. But like, yeah, the world that we live in now, by the way, I love it. I'm really leaning in. We started with Tiger King, right? Beginning of the pandemic, that was like a Tiger King, right? Was like our thing.
That was,
You
such
have-
our, that was such our thing.
You
What
have to
was that?
associate it because, like, that's the only thing that was on TV at that time.
Exactly. Like we look back on it, it's like, what the fuck were we so juiced off
Right.
for? Like,
and now
it-
people are still making a movie about it again. It's like, no, we've moved past that.
No,
We're
because
moving on.
people can't like let it go and just realize that like we were all cooped up at a certain time and that was a beginning marker, right? Joe Exotic. Now we're coming out of it, lifting and it's Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, right? So it's like how it started, how it's going.
These are all mile markers.
yes.
Yes.
But is it that much different? Like, is Joe Exotic and Johnny Depp that much different of
No.
a person?
No, and
No.
Amber Heard is the same as Carol Baskin.
Absolutely.
Like Amber Heard would have fed Johnny Depp to a tiger
yes.
had she had the opportunity.
Yes. Yes. Or is Amber Heard like Joe Exotic? I don't. do you know what I
man.
mean? Like,
She's a little bit of both.
yeah.
Like Johnny Depp just looks like Joe Exotic, right? The same vibe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Same weird vibe.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp wants a crew of different sexualities surrounding him at all points in time.
That was Amber's crew.
Yeah. Yeah. We're finding out now. So,
Which, by the way, the best part, one of the best, and it's overlooked. It's going to be overlooked because there's so much wild fucking shit. But one of the best parts of this is it seems like Amber Heard is basically, I mean, and she might actually be a lesbian, so this could be less of a thing, but it seems like she's using her gay and trans friends as sort of like a social human shield.
Yeah. It's been happening for years now. It started with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
But not her own sexuality, like the others. She's like, look, I'm like
Yes.
pro-trans and all this stuff, which fine. But since she is clearly full of shit about everything,
Yeah.
I'm just like, with her in particular, I'm like, I think you're using that to seem like a better person.
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
clout
and
thing.
there's certain, I mean, the trans community, there's certain people that they kind of don't, they want to like not be allies, right? Caitlyn, right?
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner, they're like, no.
They're not super hyped about her
no,
being the most famous one.
Right? Amber Heard, no, let's hush up. So we'll go over really quick this Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis situation. Then we're going to show, or what should we do for? Let's show Ross.
Yeah, you want to show the attempt
Okay,
on
so Ross
Ross's
isn't
life?
here, guys. Sorry, as we've said. He is taking a trip, which I think he's talked about, right?
Yeah, he's
Taking a trip to the house that is white.
It's a big 2022 Democrat donation fundraiser at the White House.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
so,
he's
so
just
he's
hoping.
front and center, yes.
Yeah, he's riding for Biden.
Yep. And he's just hoping to get a glimpse of Joe Byron. So he called us this morning as we were about to go on and was like, I can't check into my hotel because of this. So here's your little taste of what Ross Patterson is doing right now.
But a car drove through the lobby, so whoopsies. Oh, no.
Living.
The valet's
for this,
gonna
but
get fired
he
for
loves it.
this.
So the only thing I have to say is I didn't pay the guy enough.
No.
Because I told him what time he was going to be there to check in, and he missed him.
I
This
mean,
is
you
what
can't-
happens when you get an assassin on Groupon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, this guy's driving an Accord, Jesse. What do you think?
I know. Well, because I thought the standard $5,000 would be like, oh, like so good for him that he would like
Try harder?
try harder. But no, this is just like, oh, I'm supposed to be at this.
Yeah.
Put that $5,000
Assassination.
into his car because he needed a new transmission.
I like to do, with my assassins, I like to do the same way you kind of like recruit graphic designers. He's like, I just tell them like, I can't pay, but it'll be great for your resume if you kill this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you killed it, it's high profile,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you do this and get away with it, the jobs will just
Yeah.
Flow.
line
You're,
up
experience.
you're working on your portfolio.
Yeah. And that's my gift to you.
at $5,000 a pop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, I don't think that Accord would have killed him. I think Ross would have survived that. That's kind of a
yeah,
small-
yeah, definitely. He clearly, the card was not going as fast as I told him either because, I mean, not too much damage, right? I mean, he's inside the lobby, so he must have gone through a wall, right? So
Yeah.
he
Ish.
did good. He did good.
He tried.
Just wrong time.
He scared him.
Was it a half now, half later situation? So you saving 25 at least?
No, I didn't want any more like ties or like conversation, so I just up front, dude. I know.
One wire transfer.
Yeah,
Crypto.
Western Union. That's a thing still, right?
Yeah.
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 Want a paper trail?
One crypto thing.
1 unit, please.
I'll have one crypto, please. Thank you. Okay, so Ross is fine. So he will be going to the house that is white. And we will be talking about a breakup that we thought was so amicable, right? And I
Yeah.
actually have a couple blind items about Jason Sudeikis being like someone that might come out, like things might come out about him because I've heard he's a little bit of like a creepist with people,
Yeah.
girls and stuff.
He has that vibe.
Yeah. And so it hasn't yet. I don't know why. But, anyways, so thought everything was fine. Thought, oh, okay, they just had a little, they had a breakup. They weren't married. So you go, all right, fine. But that Sudeikis, he he is like a terrorist. And he played the long game, and he served Olivia Wilde some kind of custody paperwork in the middle of her speech at CineCon, which is huge for the industry, not so much for like, it's not really like a Comic-Con type
If
thing.
you can't
It's
tell by
more-
the name, it's a convention for cinephiles. To
Yeah.
talk about movie things that no one else wants to talk
Right,
about.
debut some stuff, like very industry, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're using the word cinephile.
Yeah,
That tells you everything you
exactly.
need to know about that place.
Exactly.
That's how I describe myself, Dan.
I don't think I like any
Please show yourself the door.
files, right?
No, there's no good files.
No good
There's no good files,
No.
right?
X-Files.
Not the right file.
You know, PH. But so, and it clearly says on here. So we have a picture of her holding it, right, Bob?
Yeah, I got a couple different pictures. I was looking for a video, but I couldn't find one. So what happened was, this is her discovering it. Because
Yes.
essentially she's on stage. She's talking
She's a
about,
badass bitch during this, by the way. But go
She
ahead.
looks incredible.
She looks incredible.
Man.
I was like kind of sleeping on her a little bit, but him doing this and how she handled it,
Yeah.
queen.
So she's on stage talking about, like this is an amazing experience, blah, blah, blah. The film's going to be brilliant. And then some woman slides that manila envelope onto the stage, like she's below, and she's like,
Oh, it was a woman.
Yeah, and Olivia Wilde is like, is that for me? And she was like, yeah, like didn't say much or something. And Olivia Wilde picks it up, opens it, realizes what it is. This is a picture of that, and then is like, okay, and just keeps going through the
Puts
speech.
it back in,
Yeah.
holds it the whole time, clearly visible, private, and confidential, which
Yeah.
I've never been served, but I think that's probably pretty standard. And
Oh, it's so fun.
have you been served?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying now that, or he's saying like, oh my gosh, I would never, I didn't know. I don't know if that's true.
To be fair, this is a custody battle, and like, so that means she's not responding to him over shit about their kids. Right. Because she wouldn't have to get served if she was engaging in conversation.
Right.
Which means she's been stonewalling him about how much, I guess, he gets to see his children.
Right.
Which is not great.
So yeah, this is probably, worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. But, and so there's two things happening in my mind too, where I'm like, okay, queen, she like didn't even deal with it and carried on. It was during her speech about a movie that she made with Harry Styles. Okay.
Who
So
she
it's
was
like,
I didn't. So they were dating after or whatever. But I heard that she was cheating on Sudeikis with Harry Styles. Now is what the rumor is.
yeah, that, or they were like newly separated, or it was just like real real kind of suspect.
How
probably.
old is he again?
How old is she?
He.
Which one?
Harry
Harry?
Styles?
Harry Styles is
20.
28.
Okay, never mind.
And she's 38? It's something like a 10-year.
It didn't feel bad. It looks
She
worse
is
in
38,
pictures.
Yeah, it's like it's a 10-year difference, but they're both like super hot. So Sudeikis, I also have to respect his long game and waiting for this moment, which, by the way, we've been hearing about this movie, Don't Worry, Darling, or whatever that they made for fucking ever. Now, I don't know how long it takes for a movie to get made, but this one took a very long time, right?
Was it like a COVID thing?
I'm sure.
Right.
But also, like, they had already shot it all. They were done. They were dating, whatever. So now it's coming out, and he's like, they ask you, right, when you're being served, where do you think they are? Like, where am I serving them? She's at CineCon. Do you know what I mean?
I thought it was funny of the server to be like, I know exactly where this bitch is going to be.
Right?
Like, I'll just do it when she's on stage. That's the easiest fucking thing ever.
Stage.
Yeah.
Now, that's the only question is like, does that person decide? Or does Jason Sudeikis be like, look, do whatever you want, but it would be fucking great. Right? Like, I don't know how that interaction works between like, people that serve. The only thing I know about people that like serve for a living is from Pineapple Express.
Literally.
Like, and even that is, I'm sure, not how it is. But I don't know. It goes both ways because he's in England, right? Shooting all the
Amsterdam,
time.
apparently.
Oh, they shoot in Amsterdam? Oh, they just say abroad, whatever.
Yeah.
So he shoots Ted Lasso in fucking Europe, right? So it's like, what do you want from the kid situation? Do you know what I mean? Like, fly back and forth? Like, what is it that's wrong, right? We will probably never know that, or we might know it now.
Well, I'm sure the kids are with neither of them right now.
Oh, yeah, kind of seems like.
Where? She's at Cinecon. and
She's
he's
at Cinecon. Before that, she was at Coachella with Harry, right? Like all the nights.
Yeah. What a life.
What a life.
Hey, that's the way to parent.
And I don't want to mom shame because if I had a nanny that I felt that comfortable with, goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Goodbye. You're not really going to remember these years that much.
No.
It's not cruise. 5. Nobody imprints anything at 5 years old.
No.
She's definitely leaving her kids. And so is he. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're both just living life like they should. And you know what? Her kids are probably better off for it. You need that.
Yeah.
There was nothing. I remember being in kindergarten and like when kids would cry, like my classmates would cry because their parents left.
Yeah.
I would just be like, well, get over it. What do you?
Yeah,
Get
you know
over
what would have been better than having my parents around?
What?
Millions of dollars.
Yeah. And like someone that was paid to make sure I had fun all the time. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they do.
I'll
Like,
raise those kids.
You what?
I'll raise those kids.
I'll raise those kids. Which ones?
Theirs.
Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just toss some Jackson Jagger for a little bit.
Yeah. You want a little practice run?
Look,
I
pay
bet
me. I
you don't.
start a little daycare center.
Oh my gosh, that's your guys' venture. Oh. A drop-off daycare. And parents come to the door and it's those two?
Yeah. Looks
I
safe.
just smell like weed.
In Austin, it actually might not be bad.
People would go to it.
They'd be like, it's so cool. It's like so progressive. It's like these two, one's like a pothead. The other one's like works out. That's all I know.
That's it?
He doesn't say much. But he definitely works out.
That's the one quality. When you think Dan, you think
Works out.
He picks stuff up.
What do you want me to tell him? You're a contrarian.
But you've never loved anything in your
That you're
life.
amazing at betting on golf. Like, what would help the
Not
parents
recently.
feel?
I don't know.
You know all the great food spots.
Yeah, that's true.
No. He hates all the great food spots.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Really what
No. I've given you good recommendations.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, you just hate
He
them
has,
yourself.
but then as soon as I get
like it.
around to eating it there, he tells me that it's not good anymore.
Yeah, nah, you're too late.
Yeah, that's number 3 now.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude.
You're too old to do the good coke and go to the good parties.
I
You just
know.
missed it.
I know. Oh my gosh, what would your daycare be called?
Well, I would also be a doggy daycare, so you drop off both at the same time, because that's our niche.
Now, and that's pretty smart too, because then the dogs can just entertain the children,
Yeah.
and then you're good.
And
Exactly.
then the security cameras aren't for the kids; they're for the dogs. But if you also want to watch the kids, they're there.
You know how
Yeah.
you get the live feed? Have you ever had a dog? Have
big
you ever
brain.
boarded a dog before?
Yeah.
You get like the stupid live feed.
Yes, we have. At a drop-off kid daycare, I got the live feed, but I've
Oh.
also done it with the dog. Yeah.
I didn't know they do that with the kids.
I thought it
Yeah.
was frowned upon.
What?
The live feed of the kids.
No, because they're all just like running around in a thing. Like you want to make sure that I'm not one of those that like would call and be like, "Hey, I see him on top of the slide." Like you just want to make sure that they stopped crying after you left.
The only people that would ever use that are terrible women and even more terrible men whose kids don't go to that daycare.
Listen.
Yeah.
We're
No,
gonna-
it's like an encrypted thing. Like there's a different
Yeah.
code every time.
We're gonna
Yeah.
really-
I'm sure like Sunny Valley daycare is unhackable.
Me and Giorgio are just going to lean into just the right wing audience and the fans and the parents. We're going to put these kids to work.
It's a Tim
Yeah,
Kennedy
yeah.
daycare.
Yeah, we're going to
Tim
teach
Kennedy,
these kids
1
the
to 5.
value of $1 we're gonna,
Less math
put them
and
hourly
science,
work.
more like digging trenches.
Yes.
More like a brick masonry.
Manual labor.
Are you going to teach them about gambling and crypto?
No, we're not teaching them any of those. We're teaching them
Okay.
the value of a dollar, hard work, and what it means to be a man.
I kind of like it, you guys.
Washing cars, changing
Yeah.
oil.
And Dan will just be negging them the whole time, so that they will never feel like they're
Adequate.
Enough. Yeah.
Yeah. It should be called I'm Your Daddy Now.
Yeah.
Or
Stepdads. That's
is
the
that
name
problematic, guys?
Call us
Stepdads?
daddy.
Call us Daddy. There you go.
Boom.
Sounds great. Bob. Anyone with kids is like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hits. That hits a little bit weird, right? But we are going to work on a name for your daycare. By the way, I like it. It doesn't seem totally fleshed out yet, but I do like the concept. And I think I would take my boys there.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is too, I don't want you guys to learn anything about children.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want like something like empathy to seep in,
No.
or like I don't want them to think the kids are cute.
No.
None of that.
It's like you're taking your kids someplace where two guys that don't really like you
Or kids.
or kids
Right.
are going to shape your
Like,
children.
which is-
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that
We'll
means
take
you-
them to the new studio. They'll cut the lawn. They'll paint some of the walls. Yeah, well,
I did this
By
as
the
a
way,
child,
I'm
by the
fucking
way.
into it. You did?
My dad would send me to Pennsylvania to a guy who had like bunk beds in a separate house where all the kids would stay for months on time.
Whoa. I don't like the direction,
We
but
need to
go
retitle
ahead.
this
We would learn-
episode.
Yeah.
That's all this episode is about now. Tell
Yeah.
us more about your
Tell us more
childhood
about
prison
your
camp you went to.
suppressed childhood memories.
No, so like it was just wrestling camp during the week a lot of times, but sometimes I would stay there for like multiple weeks on end, and I would do yard work during the weekends. So
now
there
when
was
you
like
say wrestling camp,
With other kids.
yeah, we would all just there's like probably 30 bunk beds in one room, and like there wasn't really a TV, but there was this quarter game that was kind of like hockey, where you would like swing a quarter, and if you got it in the hole, they had to remove a peg.
weird amount of baby oil around. Yes.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Did a magician?
I
Did
don't
a
feel safe for you.
did a magician come?
No, but one night
They
a
have
week
any
was
magicians?
pizza night, and it was the best white pizza ever. They wouldn't give us regular pizza; it was only white pizza.
Okay.
and we got that one night a week.
What?
Okay, and what'd you get the other nights?
Like
Crust from the-
it's like big bowls of spaghetti or like loaves of bread and
What the
turkey
fuck
sandwiches.
is happening?
You were in prison.
Yeah.
You were in a prison.
Where were you? And then we would just go into bed and we'd close the chain and go right to sleep, and then we would be let out.
They got to be outdoors for an hour. It's fine.
Essentially, like all he did was eat weird food at specific times, do manual labor, and I guess the leisure activity was hand-to-hand combat.
This seems accurate. Every
Yeah.
morning we'd wake
Yeah.
up at
Where
5
were
a.m.
you?
Age? What age?
Were you with Otto Warmburner in North Korea?
No, was you? What was this Fox? What's the wrestling one?
Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
Where they got
was
shot
this
by
that Foxcatcher guy? Because I see this happening now.
No, DuPont had already killed Dave Schultz at this point.
Oh, okay, great. So there was
was-
no problematic wrestling behavior at that time.
I was 8.
8?
That's
But wait, did you say
isn't
like
your oldest that age, or is he 7?
Yes, he's 8.
That's insane.
I mean,
That's insane, Giorgio.
It's not normal.
And by the way, it was like cost your parents like $5, I guess.
This is the poor version of what Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
They got money off because I stayed on the weekends and worked. So they let me like stay for
Oh
more
my
for-
God.
for cheaper.
Oh my God. And by the way,
He was doing work study as an 8-year-old for his prison camp.
oh my gosh. And I mean, part of me is like, okay, maybe that's the way. I mean, you're a very hard worker, but gosh.
Shout out to Robbie Waller's wrestling camp.
Yeah, let's please. I'm sure if we look it up, there's no like pending lawsuits or anything. And I'm sure it's still going, up and running, just like they did in the old days.
His son took it over, but yeah.
yeah. And then for our camp too, or our daycare center,
Daycare, yeah. Your
the
drop
entire
off.
walls will just be full of Dakota Meyer quotes.
Yeah. Iron
Sharpens
sharpens
iron.
iron. And we all know that. I'm traumatized for you, and I know that's not your most traumatizing story. So we'll
No,
carry it.
I literally thought that was normal as I
There's
started this
a
conversation.
serious fondness in his voice.
Yeah, when he started the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's almost like Olivia Wilde's nanny is almost like when I was sent away to wrestling prison, where I may or may not.
Boston Joe just said that was this week's Crime Corner.
Yeah. Like, I need to look up that camp right now. I'm like, so sorry for little Giorgio. But look, it fucking worked, right? If you weren't,
At what?
I learned how to
I know, I don't know. You work hard.
It worked at detaining him for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, he did become a felon at one point.
Oh yeah, there is like a whole nother Giorgio that we've left behind.
Well, what is prison? Prison is just, criminal school.
Yeah.
Real honest talk though, like the first few days, I was like, this ain't so bad. It was kind of like camp when I was in jail.
It was supposed to be camp.
No, that's because your camp was like jail. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
You were
Giorgio
in-
went to real jail. I was like, I've been here before.
You were in trouble. You were being punished
We would play dominoes for our desserts.
for your desserts.
So, like in prison, how you gamble cigarettes,
Mm-hmm. You were
the
playing
children were gambling
dominoes.
desserts.
And biscuits.
Giorgio.
It's
My
the worst
sweet,
story I've ever heard.
Sweet Giorgio, but you guys, have you ever gotten him on like telling story? Like every story is like this. If he ever dares to like go back into the vault, which again, he's like, I don't know if Giorgio's the real name. I don't know what we've left behind. Like
Right.
there's
like,
this
do you
weird...
actually want me and Giorgio to talk about our childhoods? Because I don't think you do.
No, I don't. I mean,
Most of Dan's is with a limp.
I do.
No, that was just after 16.
You know I do. That's the only shit I like. But now we're just rapping about childhoods, and we do need to get into some kind of story, right? I think we do. So Bob actually lives with a resident, like I would say the expert on. She should be a witness at this point, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your wife.
She should be at least an analyst on court TV.
At least an analyst. Like somebody needs to ask her to zoom in, with a smart blazer on.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, so I watched today. She watches all of the, I have to say, tedious. I mean, yesterday was real hard.
Mm-hmm.
So she watches all of that, dissects it, and then you come home and she just gives you the bullet points,
Yeah.
which is,
I hear very little about our child. It's all about just Johnny and Amber.
well, I mean, if you had to choose.
Yeah,
Right,
like
right.
what is
Yeah.
what is your kid actually doing?
he
during
did
the
Yeah,
day?
yeah, like-
Oh, great.
Until like they're people, it's sort of like, oh, did they
Yeah.
again? Yeah. So this is the shit you guys want to be talking about. So yesterday, so she has not gotten on the stand yet. Do we know if she's doing that today?
No, she's not on the stand yet. However, there was maybe the best witness of the trial so far. It was someone this guy who was a part of the charity she donated to, who helped her edit an early draft of the op-ed that the entire lawsuit is over.
Okay. And he testified yesterday.
I think it's today.
Today? Okay.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we got
The cops.
a weird one. We got cops, but we also got Christian look up. It was Lady Gaga was engaged to him for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It was a producer.
talent agent for Miss Heard, which I don't love to call her. But anyways, so she he had the beanie on the back, the whole thing. And I will say with this trial, like the stakes aren't high enough for people to really answer honestly, to be scared, right? Because like no one's going to jail. None of these people are going to be in, any violation if they don't completely tell the truth, right? So each witness sort of has this air of like, you're fucking wasting my time, right?
Well, those cops apparently,
Oh.
that was like the 5th time at least that they've had to be on the stand for
Yes.
this.
Yes.
That one cop's like fucking, I'll show the picture. Did we show it yesterday or anything? The cop vaping during the...
No. There was one where it looked like the cop, like the security guard was asleep during the testimony. I mean, they just are like, you guys, this is so stupid, which it is. Like, it's not a real trial. This is like no real stakes. No money is going to be
This
exchanged.
is what we want.
I want to write a screenplay about this. Like, this should have been a movie instead.
It
Or a
should have been.
miniseries, maybe?
So this guy was in his car giving testimony over Zoom.
Yes.
And I think this is one of the cops.
And by the way, his like, or a security guard, I
Yeah,
think,
something like
at the
that.
penthouse. But like, I kept thinking, like, you know, how people are putting Johnny Depp's face like over their face, like his face looks
Fake.
fake. I don't know, whatever.
That shirt looks like every other shirt that you've had to buy.
Yeah, like that was
do you
his,
mean?
like he ran into some.
Yeah, like, I got a court today. Let me get this 1999 wild shirt.
I don't know if there's camera. What is Johnny Depp
I don't know.
cracking up about?
He looks like the assistant manager of like a restaurant that's been through it all day.
Or like he
Yeah.
plays.
3 people have been out.
Yeah. Or like he was at Bob's Resort in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just a little uke.
Yeah. Working it. Like
Just
a, looks
working
like a
the
bartender.
uke, right? Oh, bartender. Yeah.
Well, the dishwasher called out, the sous chef's out.
Yeah.
He's just been going back and forth. There's been a few waiters that have just kind of been going back and forth and getting at each other's necks.
Yeah.
And he's just had it.
Does he have a filter on? Do you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I'll see what made him laugh, I guess.
Trying to break into the unit. I said, on my head, I was like, you
Yes,
think someone's trying to get into your unit? There's scratches like 4 inches above the floor on your door. That was the dog trying to get into the
Loving
unit.
it.
They were
Loving
so
it.
afraid. Oh, someone's trying to get into my unit. It's like, oh, come on, really? And I actually went.
Don't laugh so hard.
Like, that's literally, you could tell that guy's been interviewed a million times over this.
And, you know, there was divorce proceedings, there was defamation, then a countersuit. So, like, they're all just like, you guys, you need to just, like,
Yeah.
move on. But, my God, I mean, Johnny Depp is really fucking fighting for this shit. I do have to say.
I respect it. He's trying to fucking clear his
He
name.
is not letting it go. And that alone is like, all right, man. Like, do we kind of have to be like, all right, dude, like, dang.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's like the second worst thing you can be called, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, all right, don't want to be a child rapist, but then second off, you don't want to beat women.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can murder a woman, and
think it's
that's more
becoming-
acceptable.
Dude,
Yeah.
beating a
literally
woman.
more acceptable.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because there's so many people that are like, dude, why doesn't he just, like, shut up and, like, wait for the air to clear? It's never going to clear.
It's never going to clear.
You can't, like, hide
Can't
out.
get away from that.
No.
I mean,
can't
people
get away from
literally still think the Duke lacrosse team raped a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It never goes away.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it, but it's just such an amazing trial. What else do we have? What else did your expert
So
tell you?
the charity guy who helped her write it, he was on the stand, and essentially what Amber Heard said was she was going to donate all the money she made from the divorce or something like that to domestic
yes.
violence, to the domestic violence charity, whatever. So the charity guy confirmed that they edited the early draft of the op-ed together, and Johnny Depp's name was in the first draft.
Okay.
She was naming him in the early drafts.
Okay. Yeah, of course she fucking was.
Yeah. She also told him that she wanted the op-ed to come out around when Aquaman came out.
Perfect. Love her.
Wanted to sync that up. What do you call that?
Synergy.
Synergy.
Guerrilla
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah. Manipulation.
Yeah. Sorry she's a businesswoman.
Media manipulation. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been confirmed multiple times that Johnny Depp was the one it was about. Like, he's like, yeah, what she was writing about Johnny Depp, which we all fucking know she was writing about Johnny Depp. Like, that. But here's the thing. So the charity payments she was going to do. Right?
Which we've gotten mixed things about. So what's
The charity guy has, under oath, said that the person who made the payment was not one Amber Heard, but a one Mr. Twitter owner Elon Musk.
that paid the charity and then she kept the money.
I guess. But it was Musk that made the payment.
And he said this?
Yeah, this came from the guy on
I love the world right now.
It's just a
Right?
tax write-off for Elon. It's fine. He's just trying to save some money. That's all this is.
Everything that we're ingesting right now is slop because we're pigs.
It's great. It's easier to lean into it and have fun with it.
Kind of like anal.
Yeah, like this is way more fun.
It's easier to just push back against it. This is way more fun. It's way more fun to be like, dude, life is so, we're mask off.
Yeah.
Life is fucking fun now.
Like there's
Like,
only
nothing
so
matters.
Much, there's only so much we can talk about Florida against Disney, right?
Exactly. And you guys knew when you saw that it was only me, we were going to do a real political heavy show.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
like,
you lean.
She's gonna come in here fucking.
I'm gonna
ranting
come in
like
here.
She always does.
And just be talking about Abbott. But no, I'm talking about all the fun things about breaking up, about toxic relationships, about how fun these motherfuckers were. And like, I'm really sad that it didn't last long enough for them. Like, they didn't get to have that like fun shit for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too toxic, right? There's a good balance of toxicity to make things fun.
I think I think when it's like people are getting that fucked up, do you know what I mean? Like that wasted, it kind of takes away from the toxic fun.
Yeah.
But if you're at like a pretty good like buzz level, like fighting and throwing stuff around the apartment, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
I just want to know, like, what does she have on Elon Musk?
That he would pay that.
Pay for her lawyers?
Throat goat.
This,
The what?
Throat goat. She makes Nancy Reagan look like child's play.
It can't be that.
no,
It can't be that.
it can't just be that. Elon Musk,
What are you talking about? Deep down, Elon is still
A super
a
dork,
fucking nerd.
huh?
I don't care.
A nerd,
He can
you're right.
afford 1 billion prostitutes. I mean that literally. That is a literal statement. That's not even hyperbole. He can afford
Yeah.
1 billion prostitutes.
Yeah. Sorry. You're just so jealous. I don't know.
What is the Kanye quote? One good girl's worth 1,000 bitches.
There's 1,000 yous. There's only one of me. Like,
This
No,
guy
you're
here
right.
does
We
not
have
care
to
about
put this
prostitutes.
up.
This
I
guy
mean-
wants the sloppy toppy from the actress who used to
He
date
could have
Johnny Depp.
never. He could have never dreamed that this crazy bitch would do anything with him, right? And maybe she's got a hold. You're right. Like she must have some kind of weird hold on him too.
Everyone has one, right? It's
Yeah, I
there's
know.
one person in everyone's life that does
know.
this.
But she's got it on everyone. She's like S-tier manipulator. Everyone she runs into, she just drains. She just opens them up.
She just knows how to do it. I mean, she just knows what the fuck she's doing. Like there's people that are good at
She's the
certain
female.
things.
She's the female Kevin Federline.
I think she had a little
No.
bit more talent.
well, a lot more time. She's just you could tell like she has to have had like
Fucking
been this way
moron.
her whole life, right?
Yes.
Like she has been like going from man to man. Like she could get anything from any man at any time.
Yeah. And she's chosen violence, right? But like,
She is, by definition, a succubus.
yes. And then how about I'm sure your wife talked about the her psychologist or what?
Oh, yeah, the psychologist.
that was hired by Johnny Depp that's not board certified and had drinks with Johnny Depp before that.
Yeah. Who was like
So-
she's clearly got.
Love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. That's just so perfect. But anyway, saying like pretty much everything that we would think, which is like she has borderline personality and histrionic.
Yeah, and
yeah.
she said her PTSD was probably bullshit.
Yeah.
And I guess Courtney was explaining to me that like the reason the psychologist thought Amber Heard's PTSD was bullshit was because, you know, she had, I guess there's like a form, some sort of standardish form you get, and you fill out the symptoms of your PTSD or what you're experiencing with your PTSD or whatever.
Right.
And it's like there's like 18 things
Questions,
to check.
yeah.
Right. And Amber checked like 17 of them or something like that. And the psychologist was like, no one, not even someone just in combat in Iraq and the worst of the worst shit, whatever, checks that many. No one has that many.
So I was going to say, like, oh, did she fail? How do you not know what they want to hear? But clearly she went too far.
Yeah, she went, yeah.
Got it. Because, like, when you're trying to get, like, Adderall script or something, you're like, I know they want to hear that you know what I mean?
Can't pay attention.
Can't focus, right? Like, are you that dumb that you're like, nope, I'm totally fine. Can I have it? So...
but if you tell them too much,
I'm fucking crazy.
The voices in my head.
They're like, actually, we're committing you. You're like, no, I just wanted a script to have fun with. So that's really funny that's how she failed. But this lady, I mean, she was the psychologist was a sexy older gal that I'm sure hung out with Johnny Depp. They even said, like, didn't you know Johnny Depp before?
Yeah.
Know of him. He's a famous actor or whatever. And she was like, no.
Never heard of him. Oh.
Shut up.
There was another crazy part of this that I don't know if I told you yet. So my wife was watching.
We get it.
And at some point.
He doesn't like the word wife or baby.
Neither one.
You just can't say it.
But we know your wife's watching the trial.
Yeah.
Go on.
I guess in the jury selection, Amber and her lawyers, keep in mind this is the guy who objected to his own fucking question.
Oh, I loved that.
That was
the
glorious.
epitome of the whole trial.
In picking the jury, they tried to get as few women on the jury as possible, Amber's lawyers did, because they were worried that the women would find Johnny hot and wouldn't rule in her favor.
Also, women don't be supporting women.
Very true. Like, 100%. Like, we don't like to see in someone else what we hate in ourselves, right? So, like, we see in Amber Heard, like, a little bit of shit that we've all done, and we've all been there. Not to that extreme, but we go like, bitch, I know what you're fucking doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was actually the smartest thing.
Okay.
Right. Even in their, like, you ever see, like, a giant group of girls together out at the bar or, you know, maybe they're out at brunch. They all talk shit about each other. They are not a supportive group.
All right.
It's not like a bunch of boys going out.
But the
It's
problem
partly
though
that
is-
too, but like someone like her that's manipulative and clearly
Right.
has this crazy hold on dudes. You want a bunch of dudes in there to be like,
I feel bad for her, man.
man, you don't want to think about her getting beat up or, do you know what I mean? Whereas women
Okay.
are like, girlfriend, do you have the picture of her showing her wound? I'm going to go
Is this
in
the nail
quotes.
polish one?
She's going like this, and there's this tiny, either one, I think there's one that's straight on, but there is one that she has full makeup on. She is posing, and there's the tiniest little thing. Anyway, girls see that, and they're just like, what? Guys will be like, oh my God, you know? And I don't know how much more we can kind of go along with this trial. I think
Is this it? Yeah.
the one to the side. See, yeah. There's that one.
Okay.
Oh,
This just looks like me when I wake
what
up late.
happened to you?
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, there's that one too. I think that one's And, you know, I actually don't know what happened to her there. The cops did say it looked like she was just crying a lot and whatever, left the scene not thinking that she was in any domestic dispute. This one, here we go. You know, I don't know. What do we think? Did she get hit?
What are we looking
Looks like
at?
a fucking bug bite.
Yeah,
What?
I was going to say, it just was like... she's
Looks like a
breaking out or
pimple.
something, yeah.
Looks like I don't know.
I think I love her.
You guys do love her. Like, you do. And I fucking get it.
I think this is the male equivalent of like, I can fix him.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because, if you could, dang, would that be the perfect.
I told my wife she's on my hall pass now. If she moves back to Austin,
All of
especially.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of actually made you like her more, right?
you're definitely an option. Yeah.
Guys.
I think your wife would be okay with it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. She'd be
Yeah,
like,
at
"Tell me
this
all about it."
point, at this point.
And look, her behavior is so erratic that anything's on the table.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this just like proves all my points. All my points. All of this is making you guys be like, that'd be good.
Yeah. I'd do
At
it.
least for a night.
Yeah, man.
One night? That'd be crazy.
What a better project. Like, forget that old car. This is what you're working on for the next
This
10
is
years.
what you're working on. And you kind of know what you're getting into. And you can kind of see the signs of like, all right, we're about to fucking fight. Right? And then,
Gotta change that timing belt again.
guys. I mean, this is coming from a married person that like, we don't even get jealous. Just like, gosh, they were just like, if they saw each other look at someone else wrong, it was like it was a fight. Do you know what I mean? Remember those days,
Yeah.
Dan?
Yeah.
I'm too broken down now.
I don't know. Dan might be kind of like in it.
I remember college.
I think you might experience that again.
Me?
Yeah, and see it through to the end.
With who, huh?
I don't know. I attacked Giorgio, so I had to attack
When
you.
Cupid shoots his arrow, you don't get to choose who.
You don't get to choose who. Guys, don't bait me. Don't bait me.
Don't
so
Jason bait you?
the worst thing that she can do is get on the stand.
Oh my God.
What's up?
I was just Googling around.
Breaking news?
Her dad once went to jail for dog fighting.
What?
Oh my gosh, you love her even more. I mean, hanging out with the fam too, barbecuing with the family.
When you say the fam,
Yeah, sorry. Barbecuing with, I actually hate when people say that. Barbecuing with the dad,
Pops.
listening to those stories,
fighting Rottweilers.
fighting Rottweilers, going into the garage for a little.
The trick is to not
That's
feed
drugs.
them after they win.
They what?
No, it's just being ridiculous.
You are. Amber Heard donated way less than 3.5 million pledge. Yeah, we know. Yeah. So the worst thing that she can do is get on the stand, which is the next thing that's going to happen. So, gosh, how could she possibly be as likable as Johnny Depp? Like, he fucking killed that shit, right? I don't know. Moving on a little bit in the lawsuit season, we haven't talked about this at all, but the names are amazing and the people involved are just great. So the Black China against the Kardashians, and Black China's mom, Tokyo Toni. So they're both very involved in this. This is proof that the Kardashians own the media because you have not seen one picture or video of them going into the courtroom or anything to do with this trial. It's about Blac Chyna is suing them because her really successful show, Rob and China, right? You guys remember it. You
Yeah,
loved it.
forget,
You were
yeah.
pissed when it was taken off.
Some say it outgrew the original. Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, exactly. So Blac Chyna is saying that the Kardashians blocked another season. The Kardashians are arguing, and probably rightly so, that maybe the death threats against their son, and the restraining order that she got against him before the filming would probably make it hard for a reality show about the couple's relationship, right? So this is another one of those that's just like, you know,
Has there been
what
better
are we
courtroom
doing?
sketches?
Here's a courtroom sketch of Kylie and Kendall Jenner and Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who's who here, but
Exactly.
I guess Chloe's probably the blonde.
Yes, Khloe's the blonde.
Yeah. And it's just real fun because I guess people that are doing well, I mean, we're all fucking struggling over here, but I guess people that are doing well are just like, meh,
As
let's
much
fucking
as
sue.
I hate the Kardashians, I hate
You
them
do?
a lot. I just feel like they're untalented. But Black
Yeah,
China
but I mean, you need to
is
take a step back and really think about it, but go ahead.
the worst.
Black China
She
is the worst.
they're,
but we don't consider her a Kardashian.
We don't really
No, no, but
consider
I'm saying-
Rob a Kardashian.
No.
No, I know.
she ruined that dude. He honestly thought he was marrying someone that he loved, and then she
Was
comes
he
out like
great
a week
before?
a week later, and is like, for the name, I just had a kid with you for your name.
I mean,
Yeah.
the guy that has it figured out right now in that family is Brody Jenner. You
Brody
You
Jenner.
don't see him connected at all, but he's still got that money.
Oh,
Well, he had that
he
one
is
reality
just
show.
living his life. He's just Justin Timberlaking on the surfboard, you know, where you just go past the break and sit there and get pictures taken of you. He's looking good, partying. You're absolutely right.
He does right. Honestly, though, like Rob Kardashian, I don't know. I think you probably, the first red flag is you're marrying someone named Black China.
Right, and I
then
think
maybe
that was
everything that happens to you after that might be on you.
yeah, Black China and her mom,
Yeah.
Tokyo Tony.
Yeah, just look at them. Mm-hmm. Just look at those two human beings.
Yeah.
And understand that whatever you think is going to happen is not going to happen.
Is not going to happen.
What's going to happen is what happens when two people that look like that get into your life.
Yeah.
What do you mean look like that?
Someone named Tokyo
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, Rob, what are you saying?
They look fucking insane.
Okay.
He
okay.
just
I would have
wants-
just went with their names.
No,
What they
it's
they
both.
chose to call themselves.
It's,
but yeah.
it's everything about them. Everything about them.
Yeah. I mean, opportunist for sure.
Who did she date first? Didn't she date a rapper to like, get on like the clout and then go over to Rob?
Yes, that was the
Was it Wiz?
entirety of the career up until that point.
Because she was
Was
following
dating
in the-
people like an Amber Rose,
Yeah, she was
but
following
not
in
as
Amber Rose
good.
footsteps.
Yeah.
Honestly, she was doing it right. You're a stripper. You know, you just start getting a little media
She was
attention.
doing good a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah. And then she just went for the wrong target. Like, you don't go for Rob Kardashian.
No.
Wrong target. Although she does have kids with him, she will get money. It is what it is. But I just
Good
love
for her, by the way.
you what?
Good for her, by the way.
No.
Good for her. She's getting paid.
She's getting paid. I just think the lawsuit thing is just like what? What?
It's taking very talented strippers off the pole, and I'm not here for that.
Really quick before we get into a fun crime corner that might take us into something, but really quick, Amy Schumer is unrecognizable in the new Barbie movie.
They actually went through with this?
Unrecognizable.
I thought they stopped
She's
this.
so unrecognizable that it looks like, I don't know, you guys tell me. But Barbie was first. We first heard about the Barbie movie. Amy Schumer was cast.
This was Wilmington days.
I know, right? So, new casting. Sorry, you're going to have to look for the actual movie because it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
She's unrecognizable.
Yeah, I saw this picture. Okay.
She almost looks like
It went over
Margot
Bob's-
Robbie,
Yeah, it went over
Almost.
Bob's head.
Almost.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting. Now, look, it's her and Gosling, Ken and Barbie. Are you trying to tell me that we're actually doing Ken and Barbie? Like
I'll watch it with those
the
two.
way Ken and Barbie are? Seems problematic to me, right?
How so?
If anything, it's the safest thing you could do right now with no genitals.
Yeah. Oh,
With
are
no-
they going to be? Are they going to be barren
it's
down there?
supposed to be like it's like a comedy, I guess.
Is this
but
the-
it just feels weird that like when Amy Schumer was, cast, you're kind of like, okay, they're going a direction of like inclusivity, and we're going in this, different world from the Barbie that we knew as kids.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that we were allowed to do like 2 super hot
Straight white people.
straight white people.
Yeah. What a throwback.
Right? I mean, it's vintage in every way.
Yeah. So like whenever you and Ross are just like, they don't have any roles for straight white people anymore.
I
I don't want
know.
to hear it because clearly they do.
I know, but they actually had to cut off their genitals.
Yeah.
for it.
All I'm going to say is.
I mean, how much do you actually care about acting, Jesse?
I know, exactly.
Get
Am I
method.
going to Jared Leto for this or what?
Yeah.
But
Should they have cast Jared Leto as Ken just to see if he would do it? Just to see how he'd live?
God, he would actually do fucking really well.
Dude, let's
And he'd
get
wear all the prosthetics and he'd really fucking cut his dick off, probably.
really, really wealthy, or I guess like somebody to give Elon Musk a better blowjob than Amber Heard, and we
Right.
can use his money, and then just cast Jared Leto in increasingly bizarre roles just to see what
See
he
what
he's
he's going to do.
Yeah.
And it's there's someone there doing the behind the scenes for our documentary later on.
The real movie is the documentary.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And he thinks he's in this like crazy role, and he takes it totally serious and does everything
Yeah.
that he needs to do.
Like, I don't think he would cut it off, but I do think he would just get like plastic wrap and just
Yeah.
flatten it all the way down. Like,
Well, he would you would never see it, but he would want to be in the makeup chair for 5 hours getting it like
press.
But we're like, Jared, like that's not a shot.
we weren't gonna show your penis.
I
Yeah.
just need to feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna help me in my character. Fucking asshole. But anyway, I actually wanted to see the Amy Schumer one. So just saying, like, because she's like cast out of Barbie Land. I think it would have been. I don't know Margot Robbie to be a real comedic genius. She is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And an amazing actress.
I don't know Amy Schumer to be a comedic genius.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, Amy
She's
Schumer's
funny.
is legit funny.
Her writers are.
She's not that funny. Never was.
Inside Amy
Why
Schumer.
did I know Dan was going to
I
say
know.
that?
Yeah.
I would like to give her credit, but
She's kind of fun. She's funny. She's funny.
There are some fucking banger sketches on Inside Amy
you
Schumer.
watch SNL.
She's no. Sarah
No, we
Silverman.
watched the sketch show. Like, you guys can't deny her sketch show back in the day. Maybe she stole everything. I don't know. But, like, it was really fucking good.
Yeah,
No?
the herpes sketch with God, with Paul Giamatti as God. That
Lord,
was-
the Put Your Makeup Back On Girl
yeah.
song.
Oh,
like,
the last fuckable day.
God.
There was a lot of really good fucking sketches.
It didn't, like, stay, her whole thing didn't stay good, fine. But we got to give her credit.
Yeah, I mean, she just burned too bright too fast. I think.
Yeah.
she was massively overexposed.
She flew directly into the sun.
Yeah,
She Tiffany Haddished. So we, what do you guys think? Should we do a little crime corner?
Crime Corner.
Crime Con.
Crime corner. Sorry, just the headphones mess up my hair. And I am sorry, I have been kind of out of it lately, guys, but I didn't have my hair in. So she's back.
Looks great.
Thanks, bud. Okay, so this is one that, like, thank you, Bob, for sending this, but this is one that makes me mad in a couple different ways. So Orlando karate teacher sent nude photos to 11-year-old boy in her class, and you're right, this is a file episode. An Orlando karate teacher sent an 11-year-old boy in her class nude pictures and told him she wanted to have sex with him.
Oh, wow.
We need a picture of her up.
He just pulled up the photo.
well, I'm trying to
Yeah.
find a better one.
I mean, that's a pretty good photo.
It is a good, but there's other ones.
Get the karate one.
So the boy's mother opened up his Kick social messaging app, which I don't know.
Okay, yeah. First of all, if you're a parent out there and your child has Kick, that is a social messaging
Tell
app used
me-
to buy drugs and prostitutes. That is the only two things that is.
It's
You
just
know I
cam
don't
girl
know.
stuff,
Is
yeah.
that what is Kick like?
It's just what cam girls use.
And
It's-
so
it's-
her
it's-
11-year-old has like a Kick account, and
Yeah,
that's
'cause
like weird.
He's probably on Reddit and he probably finds
Okay.
other people who's like, kick me.
Okay, well, he's clearly mature because.
Do you want this photo? Rob, pull the photo.
Yeah, we want that
You
photo.
know that one? Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
for an 11-year-old?
I mean, this is what I'm saying, though. And this spawned.
Here's from actual karate competition.
That is not
That's
a karate
also
competition.
hot, right?
Yeah. Or
That is not karate.
whatever.
That is not karate. Well, it's in the vein. But anyways,
a
his
mugshot.
mom opened up the Kick social and then I guess was like, what? You have Kick? And then was like, holy shit, this is why you shouldn't have Kick. So she saw the messages saying that he wanted to have sex with him, inviting him to her 21st birthday. She's 21.
She's
And
20.
hot. Exactly. She's not even 21 yet. Figueroa told the boy nobody else would be home during the party.
That's not a party.
Sorry.
That's you.
Oh, so you just want to have an 11-year-old boy over to your house for your 21st birthday party?
I'm extremely uncomfortable.
Very.
This didn't happen at your camp.
Nope.
Yeah. There's a lot you're not telling us about your camp, okay? It wasn't girls. We know that. According to police, she began making advances on him in February and kept telling him that she liked him. The boy told the police investigators believe she sent him 15 nude or racy photos, an image. So the thing with this too is that the boy didn't want to, like the mom found it, outed him, and he needed to talk to the police. Clearly, the boy is not bummed out.
No.
Right? And I just wonder, my question when you sent me this was just like, why do you guys get, like, all the girls that are, doing that shit, like, they're kind of fucking hot.
She's hot.
All right, well, here's the thing, right? Like, the news is not going to report on some, like, just absolute slob that rapes and molests boys.
Right, but it's not even like, yeah, of course there's that, but, like, you're just getting nudes
Do you think
It's
it's
because
and hooking up.
it's, they can have whatever they want. They're
The girls.
yeah, so they're they're like
This is their new challenge kind of thing?
yeah.
Nah, I think it's happenstance. They just happen to be hot women who are attracted to.
Yeah, they're
minors.
female pedophiles.
Yeah, clearly, but
then, like-
but it's always the hot ones that get caught because the boy's got to brag about it. It's never the ugly ones because he's not going to tell anyone. Like if you have like
Right.
an overweight pedophile female teacher,
Grabbing
You
at you.
suppress that shit.
yeah, usually
Yeah.
none of your friends know that. But if you're banging the hot teacher, you're telling everyone, and you got about 2 months before the cops show up.
But like, show me any picture of a guy that's creeping like that on, do you know what I mean?
chicks.
On chicks, and it's just not the same caliber, guys. Like, it's just not.
No, there's never like a Brad.
It's usually
Just like a daddy that's like fucking actually hot. Like, it's not.
it's usually pre-hair plug Elon Musk. I'm looking at what it looks like.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they have to work real hard and groom and
A long time
get
of
to the
grooming.
point
Yeah.
of like sending the nudes. Like, this girl is straight up just like, hey, come over to my house for a party. Here's my body. What up?
But the best part of this whole story, by the way, is what the boy said to her. She texted him, "I want to have sex with you," and his response was literally, "Okay, IDC."
Dang, and he's a pimp too.
Yeah, he was negging her.
What a king!
Dude,
Yeah.
that's why she liked him.
Yeah,
He was like not giving her the time of day. And she was just like,
Yes.
everybody fucking loves
And he
me here.
responded the next day. That's what it was.
Shut up.
didn't get back right away.
Shut up.
Dude, he was nagging her. He drug her down this fucking vortex.
All right, I get
like
it.
first it's probably in karate class, and he's like, "You're not that good at this," you know. And then
You
it
know
just
he
keeps-
was, because
yeah.
by the way, boys at that age are little fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So like he was, but not thinking that it was, he didn't know
Yeah.
what he was doing probably. But 100% he said shit like that.
she came to crave his validation.
Yes. She was like, I'm not going to fucking do anything, but I need this kid to like
was-
fucking like
yeah.
me.
Manipulated by an 11-year-old.
Yeah, they're like leaving. He's like, "Your car sucks," you know, and she's just like,
Yeah.
I love him."
Just
What
another
is-
reason, don't put your kids in karate. It's a fake martial art. There's no need for it.
Really? Yeah, it does sort of feel like it a little bit. It's more like, oh, I want him to have discipline.
This is authentic.
No, that's not even a real sword.
No, that is real karate, guys.
This is
She's
pure,
in a
completely
dress.
Authentic.
This is Jesse in that movie with the sword right over there.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
true.
like I'm in Tokyo looking at that picture.
Karate was invented in China.
Yeah, like I am transported. Like I thought she was like, they caught her like mid actual fight.
Yeah.
Do you think she could take on the mom like that?
She's gonna need that sword.
God, she risked it
Yeah.
all for that. Because now you're fucked.
Yeah. Because some kid
Because some
was just
kid.
mean to her.
Also, Giorgio karate was created in Japan, not China.
Oh, yeah,
Bob,
but that.
Let me lie, please. Okay?
No,
Like,
you just don't. You don't like karate. What? Right?
I mean, no one likes
You don't know
karate.
about it because you don't like it.
He's
Yeah.
not a big Wonder Boy guy.
No one likes karate.
You like wrestling, spaghetti,
I do like spaghetti.
white pizza.
The white pizza thing's so
The white
creepy.
pizza is very specific, and I'm trying. All episode, I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Like, sorry if I've been distracted, but I'm like, why white pizza only?
It's just
Square.
It's sticking with me.
oh, it's because that's the square cut.
Square
Do
cut
you
white
know?
pizza.
Can you find in your little imprint like where it was from? Was it like a place that?
If this happened when he was 8, like white pizza wasn't even really that popular back then.
No, like, this was something-
Someone's going out of their way to find white or make
Yeah.
white pizza.
Like it was a weird place in Pennsylvania that was like down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And the only square pizza that they did, I guess, was a white pizza.
I'll ask my dad, I guess. Him and Rob were good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked
We
it.
might, you
when I
know,
worked
be a
harder.
good show is hypnotizing you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm really afraid of
Bob's
that.
scared.
Yeah, I
Bob's
don't
scared.
think we want everything.
We don't
to come
want to
out.
know. We don't want to know all that.
I just start crying.
No, you just like start telling us the weirdest.
He's going to start admitting crimes
to
that he committed.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are really repressed.
We
Yeah.
certainly can't go live with it.
No.
Like, we can do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
we can do it.
We'll have to edit and post.
Cut it up, put it back out. Yeah.
Well, I told you guys my biggest fear ever is that like I committed this heinous crime and it was so bad that I repressed it and then had like have no recollection of it. But then I had, like these weird dreams where I kind of have like impressions of like what was happening during then. Like there was like a hill and a swamp and I was rolling someone somewhere. And
Yeah, like you went through the second rendition of MK Ultra.
Giorgio, like that's. Have you seen Buried?
No.
It's an documentary on Showtime, and it's about exactly that. Not that this girl thought that she murdered someone, but she repressed like her dad murdering someone in front of her, but like full on repressed.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
and
it feels
just
like a
remembered
dream.
little things of like light coming through the tree in a certain way, and like a ring being on the ground, like weird stuff like that.
And, like
so
weird
you
emotions from the
maybe-
time.
You maybe did
Yeah.
murder someone.
To be fair, though, there's nothing that's more bullshit than a repressed memory coming back. Like, if I was on a jury and that was where the testimony was, I'd be like, innocent. What, are you kidding me?
They didn't.
Yeah.
They convicted him.
That's fucking crazy.
I know he appealed and stuff, but like it was just it goes back to this Johnny Depp thing. Like it's all a personality thing. It's all who's more believable. It's all who's more likable. And you can literally put someone in jail for something like this, where you're
Jesse,
like, I
I'm-
think,
I'm neither of those things. Likable nor believable.
yes, you are, sweet Giorgio, my sweet boy.
Definitely not believable.
Can I open this on air? Okay.
What? Oh.
What we got? I got a present from a listener that has come to the studio. Oh my gosh, stop it. What was your name again? Philippe. That's a great name.
I love that name.
That's a great name. Philippe. She's in the chat, but she's like me. We're lurkers. She's a nooner. Look at these, you guys. They're little cowboy boots with cactuses on the top. Oh my gosh. And if I have the baby the next couple days
Yeah.
before Ross gets back,
Now, are you gonna do anything to induce?
Yes.
Not medically, but I mean like eat spicy food. And
I'm doing all the things.
Nice.
Yeah. I got medicine ball. I've got all the teas. the evening primrose, all of it. I'm doing all of it because I need, it's like I said, it's all a power struggle. All marriage is a power struggle, and I need a leg up.
Doesn't getting scared induce as well?
Ooh.
You should have someone like text you randomly, like something happened with Jagger, come home now. Just so you get that adrenaline shot that like pushes the baby out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all the things.
Yeah.
And look at this too. Oh my gosh, look. She's a little cowgirl. Thank you so much. I love you.
This is your
Love
first
you guys.
Texas child.
I know. I've had kids all over the place. This is the first one here. Thank you guys for your help today. Delco, especially you.
Yeah, I carried the show.
That tattoo just really, I forgot to say he works out and he has a big visible tattoo.
And that's what you can say about me, yeah.
Yeah. A giant, vaguely philosophical tattoo.
It's a thing. Like I look at you and you can lead with that. Do you know what I mean? People have ideas about you as soon as they see you. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Whereas like, what do we have? You know what I mean?
What do we have?
What do I have?
You got that great hair.
Yeah, but like, what do people, they're like, loser, bitch, mom.
I don't know that hair.
Girl, woman. Bob, frat guy.
Father.
Writer, entrepreneur.
See, no.
Not an entrepreneur.
They're certainly
Not from
that.
just seeing. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you, Bob, for helping me. Thank you, Giorgio, for the beginning of our series where we revisit some memories that you may have gotten wrong.
I have a great title for it. It's very Giorgio specific.
Please.
Call it Grappling with the Past.
Oh my gosh. Title alone, we have to do that show, right? Title alone. And then you guys on the next show, I need your daycare name because it's going to be good. The Delco and Giorgio daycare, day worker care.
Center for kids who don't have parents and dogs who don't have homes and want to learn to do dog things too.
Yeah, so we're going to work on it. Only white pizza and spaghetti. Anyways, okay.
No carbs.
No what?
No carbs, meat only.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We're getting them on the meat eater diet.
Yeah.
Carnivore diet.
It's just raw steak. Mm-hmm. And it's them versus the dogs. If the dogs get it, then they die.
You got to fight for your steak, yeah.
I would take my fucking kid there.
Yeah.
I would take him there. Only because I know you.
This dog is now your brother. You both share the steak.
Become one. Yep, look into each other's eyes. You just do dog staring. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you. Make sure to go to iTunes, rate and review. Give this one a 5-star. Really, if I don't have the baby, I need that kind of power at least. Like the show did so well when you almost got hit by the car, something like that. And we will see you guys next week. Good afternoon.